Hello, my name is Ines Kent, and I'm from Cypress Bay High School, and this is my creative reflection for my final project. So, for my final project, I did a music magazine, and immediately, once I was set on the music magazine, I knew that I wanted my target audience to be young adults because I read this article from Digital Music News, and they said that millennials listen to 75.1% more music than baby boomers do on a daily basis. So immediately, and with all the streaming apps, with Spotify, with Apple Music, with Tidal, with all the streaming apps, music has just become a part of our generation and our culture. So I wanted my magazine to have this younger target audience. And so first for the cover. So I looked at a bunch of covers. I looked at Complex, I looked at Rolling Stones, I looked at Billboard, and for my target audience, I felt that I wanted to go the more artistic route. I looked at the Complex covers and I just loved them. They were really what Complex does. What it does really well is representing the artist through the pictures that they use and through the images and through the covers. So I wanted to do this too. That is M in my cover, M Sasson, and I interviewed her for my double page spread. And so for the cover, I wanted the picture to represent her. And as you can see, my cover doesn't have any cover lines because I didn't want anything to block the picture or disrupt the picture. I wanted the picture to be the thing that draws people in. And so to represent M, what I did is she has this cool, nonchalant, rebellious vibe to her, kind of like tomboy vibe to her. So I used colors, mostly blue, as you can see, to represent this cool vibe that she gives off. And for this, what happened is the way that we got this blue lighting, blue color, is because they let us use the auditorium after school hours. And so while Em was doing her music video with a friend of mine who's in A level, I had my interview with her, and then they let us use the stage lights, so you can put blue lights, and they let us use the backdrop of the play they're doing right now, which is Blockers, so you can kind of see that in the background. And yeah, we just worked with the lights from the stage. I used iPhoto to edit the picture and just make it crisp and clean. And I feel like it represents her very well. And the masthead is MASH. The magazine's called MASH. And it just pops out as well. It draws in the eye, and it's very clean, very minimalistic, very simplistic, which is what my target audience likes. So, and this is also seen in my table of contents. As you can see, it's very simple, very minimalistic, and just clean. It has that also vintage tone to it that I wanted to give my magazine with the Polaroids. And when I decided that I wanted to do a younger audience, I just immediately I knew that I had to go digital because young adults, we don't really buy hard copies anymore. We have everything digital. We use a lot of technology, and so when I decided to young adults, I decided that I had to go digital, and I had to be interactive, just to keep the audience entertained and just to really catch that audience. So in my table of contents, I made it interactive through the use of sidebars, scrolling sidebars. So here you just see the page number, but if you scroll down, you see the name of the article. And yeah, it makes it just really clean, which is what I liked. And then you have my double page spread. And for my double page spread, I looked at Rolling Stones. I saw an article, a double page spread on Adele. And what they did is they blew up an image of Adele and they made it the background for their double page spread, like the 2 pages. And I loved it. I think it's so artistic. With a regular, normal music magazine, you have a bunch of pictures, but they don't really stand out. With this, I think the picture stands out completely. It catches the eye, it becomes more visual. So, I really wanted this in my magazine because it's more artistic and it draws in the audience as well. And then for the interview, I wanted to do a quirky, fun interview, but I also knew that I needed to represent my artist. And M, in her music video that we're going to talk about in the article, she talks about depression, which is a very serious, honest, and like important issue. And I didn't want the quirkiness of the article and the fun of the article to like overshadow the realness and the importance of the topic she's addressing in her music. So I made a more more serious interview just to know her, for the readers to get to know her. But I also added the interactive aspects through the use of a GIF here and a video here. And I also wanted to add a fun aspect to the end of the article. So I did a Chubby Bunny challenge with M. But I looked at videos from Vogue 73 Questions and Pitchfork Over and Under. And I wanted the easygoing vibe that Vogue had, but I also wanted the fun vibe that Pitchfork had. So what I did is I combined them, because okay, in the video, it's not just a Chubby Bunny challenge. It's also behind the scenes to a photo shoot that M goes through. And in Vogue 73 Questions, you see this a lot. The artist is just going through their day as the interviewer is asking his questions. But then you have the Chubby Bunny challenge, the fun aspect to it that Pitchfork's Over and Under video has. So I really liked it. I think it combined both videos, and it was a lot of fun. And I also used the images as a background because I wanted to show this, like, I wanted just to give it more of an artistic, and I wanted to keep the blue tones that my pictures had and that the rest of my magazine had. So yeah, so this magazine, it challenges conventions because it's interactive, which is something that not a lot of magazines have right now. And yeah, I looked at Pitchfork, and Pitchfork is just a digital magazine, and it's doing great. It doesn't need print because their target audience is mostly digital. So I wanted to make my magazine interactive, and yeah, and it addresses a topic, the double page spread and M and her music. It addresses a topic that is very important to my target audience, which is depression, because most young adults that are in high school or that are in college, depression is a very, very serious topic right now, especially for this generation. And so I wanted, I think this is also the artistic elements of my magazine also represent this, especially through the use of the blue tones and the coolness of the images. And yeah, and then if I had to distribute my magazine, I would use an app, definitely. From the research that I did with my target audience, according to an article by Jake Woodbrock from Wired, millennials have become accustomed to an on-demand lifestyle, expect a seamless shopping experience, and won't hang around for long if they don't find what they need. So, I mean, the best thing to do is just make it on demand, on the go, just an app on the phone that you can open up anywhere, everywhere. So, and this would be the way I would distribute it, through an app. It's a lot more accessible than anything else. It's just easy to use. And then, for production skills that I developed, it was a lot of editing for the layering, especially because I used two different programs. I used Canva and I used iBook Authors. So it was a lot of editing and just making my vision, the vision that I had, come to life, I guess. And also the pictures, I used the use of the colors and the lights, and then the editing with iPhoto. just to give off this cool vibe. It was a lot of editing of the layout and the pictures. And then for the technological aspect of the production, the hardest thing, the challenge that I faced was using 2 programs, just because it was so time, like it was just time consuming. It was, if I wanted to edit some, as you can see here, I used Canva for the layout. Here, for example, you can see that I didn't have the scrolling sidebars that I have in my magazine because Canva doesn't have this. And my main problem was that I didn't like the creative aspect of iBook. It was not user friendly, but Canva didn't give me the interactive aspect that iBooks did. So what I would do is I would make the layout with, see here, you don't have the GIF, you don't have the video. So I would do the layout with Canva, and then I would download it as a PDF and copy it onto to iBooks as a picture, and I would just like make it the background. So yeah, that's what I did. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So yeah. Thanks for watching.